And we're back. Our first guest is Lavalais, a local jewelry maker. He joins us this afternoon, and you've got some interesting appearances coming up, but I want to know about everything.
Well, first my appearances, I will be at the Festival International in Lafayette, Louisiana. That's this coming weekend. I mean, the next weekend
Gotcha.
will be the first for that particular show. And I will be one of the artists that will be participating in that show as a jeweler. And then the weekend after that, I'm second weekend at Jazz Fest, where I have been for the last 27 years in Congo Square.
Awesome, and tell us what you'll be doing there, what you're bringing.
Well, I'm a jeweler, per se, and I make jewelry basically out of bamboo and sterling silver. So this is like one of my pieces. It's really bamboo and sterling, and it is with labradorite.
Okay.
So, you know, I sell jewelry, and I sell handcrafted things that I make myself. I mean, they're all handmade by me.
I see that. Are the things that you're wearing, are those?
Of course.
Yes.
Yeah, especially like my alligator, which is also...
I've got so many questions. So just, first of all, tell me what inspired you.
To make jewelry?
Yes.
Well, I was a photographer for 25 years. I lived in New York City, and one day, on one assignment, I had an assignment to Los Angeles, and I went out to Los Angeles, and I found a piece of bamboo sitting on my friend's windowsill, and I could see the hole in it, so it led me to assume that I could do things with that piece of bamboo. And when I went back to New York, I bought bamboo and I created an earring called an ear spear. I don't have it on today, but I patent that earring.
Okay.
And I got, you know, noticed in Essence magazine, New York Times, and other magazines. And so my career sort of started in New York City.
And talk a little bit about your time at Jazz Fest. I know you've seen some pretty interesting things, but just kind of tell me how that got started for you.
Well, one of the people that I had met in New Orleans many years ago became one of the coordinators for Congo Square, and they were in New York, and they saw me at a show, and then they said, hey, look, why don't you come on down to Jazz Fest? And I said, of course, you know, no problem. So I came for my first time. And I enjoyed it so much. I mean, it was just the most fantastic thing. I always loved Louisiana, and it was a chance for me to come back home, so I came back home. And I've been back home periodically ever since. And in 2000, probably after 9/11, I moved to New Orleans, and now I'm here after Katrina in Alexandria. So that's sort of the story of, you know, but Jazz Fest has been a wonderful event for me in my life.
Absolutely. And so if people, you gave me the website, so I know there is one. So what is that website if people want to, you know, check you out and learn more?
Okay, it's www.bamboozlejewelry.com.
Absolutely. Do you have a favorite piece of jewelry that you've made over the years?
Well, like I said, my ear spear is the most important part. I didn't bring that one with me today. I patent that piece, so it was a patent piece of jewelry that I make, and I make it in a lot of different forms, out of bone, bamboo, sterling silver, gold, you know, things of that nature.
Awesome. Well, it was nice having you on the show, Lavalais. Thanks for coming.
It was my pleasure. Thank you very much for having me.
Absolutely.
All right.
And we'll be back right after this.